Kick-ass facts, some interesting collections. Pew, 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 pew! While working as a potato chip inspector, honestly sounds like the best job ever. I mean, I've been doing it as a gifted amateur for years. In Fort Wayne, Indiana, Merle Young picked out potato chips that reminded her of something or someone. She started her collection in 1987 when she saved a chip from the conveyor belt that looked like it had a face on it. At the time of her death, she was said to have between 250 and 300 chips in her collection, which included chips resembling Elvis Presley, the Eiffel Tower, and even the Mona Lisa. She preserved each chip in airtight containers to prevent decay. She appeared with her chips on several TV shows, including The Tonight Show and The Late Night with David Letterman. When she appeared on The Tonight Show in 1987, her back was turned, and host Johnny Carson pretended to eat one of her chips. In 1999, TV Guide named it as the funniest moment ever on television. That should tell you what the state of television entertainment was like in the 90s. And it was included in a collection of Johnny Carson's greatest moments. The Air Sickness Bag Virtual Museum is all about barf bags. The museum, which you can see for yourself at airsicknessbags.com, boasts an impressive collection of 3,161 unique bags. Museum curator Stephen J. Silberberg has been collecting the bags since the 1970s. He even has a wish list of his most wanted bags on the website. You can send him unused bags and be listed on the site as a patron of puke or a patron of the barf. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, AOL, America Online, produced over 1 billion CDs with over 1,000 distinct designs for its direct mail campaign. The strategy was a huge success, and AOL became the largest dial-up internet service provider in the world for a little while anyway. After the decline of dial-up as a means of accessing the web, the company stopped producing the discs in 2006. Lydia of Lydia's AOL Discs shared her collection of over 2,500 unique AOL diskettes and CDs online. Sadly, the site is no longer active. The BurntFoodMuseum.com is dedicated to accidentally burnt food. It was founded by Grammy-nominated composer and harpist Deborah Henson Conant. The museum was founded in the late 1980s one night when Deborah put on a pot of hot apple cider to heat and then took a long phone call. By the time she got back to the kitchen, late 1980s, she was on a phone cord that was about 10 feet long. She realized that the cider had become a cinder. And at the first exhibit, freestanding hot apple cider was born. Since then, other works have entered the museum, such as Thrice Baked Potato, shout out for the word thrice, Why Sure You Can Bake a Quiche in the Microwave, and Soy Pups. In 1991, Becky Martz.com with a Z first noticed banana labels when she put 2 bunches of bananas in the fruit bowl together. Much to her shock and awe, she noticed that the dole labels weren't actually the same. One said Guatemala, one said Honduras. Later that year, she noticed a particularly festive Chiquita label and decided she wanted to collect banana labels. Today, she has 24,333 different banana labels and has even branched out to collect asparagus bands and broccoli labels. Graham Barker, an Australian librarian, holds the Guinness World Record for the largest collection of belly button lint. He began his own. He's not like a weird tooth fairy or something that sneaks in at night. He began collecting lint from his own belly button in 1984 and has meticulously stored each specimen in labeled jars. He has saved 22.1 grams of lint in 3.25 jars, I think that's a work in progress, after harvesting it every day for 26 years. At one time, he considered stuffing a cushion with his collection. Instead, he sold 3 of the jars to a museum for an undisclosed amount of money. I'm in the wrong business. Bob and Lizzie Gibbons are fond of collecting life-sized love dolls. Ding! The couple loves to dress up their dolls and even take them shopping. Bob says he's always been interested in dolls, but the passion really started to develop when he used to buy rag dolls and other toys for his 2 kids. He then moved on to buying shop mannequins for a few years and amassing an impressive collection. But it wasn't until he found an online forum about silicone dolls that he realized what he really wanted to collect. With the help of his wife, they acquired their first silicone doll, Beverly, in 2007 for around $4,000. That was only the beginning. As the couple continued to buy different love dolls, from cheap blow-up dolls costing $639 to realistic silicone dolls like Jessica, who put a serious $11,202 dent in the family budget, all in all, Bob and Lizzie Gibbons estimate they've spent around $160,000 since they started collecting love dolls, and their house has a total of 240 dolls. Barry Chappell was going through a rough patch in his life, and he was addicted to smoking cigarettes. Been there, Barry. He started chewing nicotine gum, and chewing and chewing and chewing, and keeping 95,200 pieces of gum. It took him 6 years to build a 175-pound gumball. Ripley's Believe It or Not decided to acquire his giant gumball and present it as the largest medicated gumball in the world.